what you think anyway as the higher leaders of these drug deals and the suppliers or whatever, they are even in these like kind of worn down apartment buildings with 4 other security guard dudes that are all living in the same kitchen. And it's just interesting to see that specific culture. Like, you never see the guy that walks in with the mansion and he's got the gold hot tub.
No,
I
love that this is low. Like, it needs to be low level in order for him to afford to do it. But I also like that it's low level.
Totally.
That like this is like the pathetic, like, guy on the streets, you know, kind of level of it. Like, it doesn't even ever get to the point of like The Sopranos, where, like, you know, those were meant to be more of like the schlubby gangsters in comparison to like the Godfather guys, right? Like, that was the whole premise, was that these are the guys who, you know, sit around a strip club.
Yeah, exactly.
And
while
you know, they
like dating.
They got like beer bellies, and like they're watching The Godfather on TV again, being like, oh dude, they're just like us.
Yeah, exactly. But they're in like the dirtiest apartment with like spilt over bongs and cigarettes from months and months of never throwing them away, and like it feels so filthy, and like as if they have one mindset, which is to make the deals, get their money, and then just kind of hang out and splurge and like go to, like you said, go to the strip club, just watch movies. It's just, there doesn't seem to be a direction besides get the money and keep going and keep living this kind of aimless life. Like, I think it's fun in a way because you do get a little bit of actual friendship between Mads and Kim,
Frank and Tony,
Frank and Tony, because like they, you know, they're just talking about ridiculous shit, like finishing on women and peeing on them and like laughing about it and like just doing absolutely ridiculous vulgar stories. And it is, you know, of course,
they're both
crude,
really good too. I want to highlight, like, Kim, I'm not super familiar with him, like, outside of this movie and outside of, honestly, the other Refn movies I've seen him in, because he's also in his follow-up film called Bleeder, where he co-stars with Mads as well. Although in that one, Mads is the more relatable character because he's playing a video store clerk, who, by the way, he goes full Refn film nerd mode at one point in that movie. He literally just starts reciting names of directors that they offer in the video store, and the name is ridiculous. It's like Fritz Lang, Leone, Scorsese, Corbucci, Romero, Fulci, Peckinpah, Turner, Craven, Carpenter,
look at all
Fleischer,
these
Argento, Herzog. And I only got halfway through that monologue that he actually, I'm looking at this further, he names Doris Wishman.
Oh shit.
He names
hell yeah.
Russ Meyer, Ray Dennis Steckler, like Jess Franco, just Umberto Lenzi, Herschel Gordon Lewis. Like, he just goes on and on and on and on. And so Refn was obviously flexing his own film nerddom, obviously, but it's very funny that like he found such a collaborative partner in Mads Mikkelsen, who obviously became a much bigger actor than this, but everyone knew what he was right away. Like, if like for Pusher 2, he got upgraded to the lead of the film.
Right. Have you seen the other ones, just out of curiosity? Quick detour.
A long time ago, but this was inspired because I just recently got the 4K set of all 3 of them. And so I planned on rewatching all 3 because I hadn't seen them since high school, because I really liked Bronson when I saw it in like the 9th grade. And so I was like, I need to find other movies by this guy. So I found Pusher at one point, and I remembered very little about it. So this is my first time watching this one in a while.
Same
and
with me,
now I'm gonna line up the second one.
Yeah, because I already love Mikkelsen, and if it's just like
I remember the second one being better.
Oh wow, because I already really like this one, so that sounds exciting as hell. Because I love the style here. I really enjoyed the character that Mads was playing, Tony. Like, he's obviously very crude and he's kind of got this immature quality to him, but he's very fun too in his chaos.
Drip is also crazy.
Oh, he's got like a tracksuit with an open shirt that has an white American flag on it. It's just like it's so with the sunglasses, he sometimes puts on like the back of his head facing the other way on like his bald head. And when you're introduced to him, he's just like got a knife out and he's just kind of playing with it. Like there's these things where they are playful with each other, but there's these rough around the edges little physical acts they're doing, like playing with a knife or the way they talk about dating and women, but they're laughing together. There is actually still a brotherhood and a sense of connection, rather than just like this lone wolf that, you know, we were talking about with Josh's character in Little Odessa.
Yeah, like these two guys actually like each other. And Frank, it's worth noting, I've seen other people mention this, but he's basically just like a Danish Tom Sizemore.
Okay, yeah,
Kind of
totally.
like if you know any role where Tom Sizemore is like a little psychotic with it at times, but also like a little bit stressed out and like wide-eyed. Like he's pulling off a very similar kind of performance here.
I find it interesting too because their characters, like, they hang out with. There's one character that Frank is connected with too. Her name is Vic, I believe, and she's a prostitute slash stripper, and he seems to have.
She's a high-end champagne girl. This is actually a very important distinction, because he is very obsessed with the fact, because he thinks because she's a sex worker that he basically talks about her to everyone else like she's like on the streets for $5, like kind of person. And she's like, man, I get paid like $3,000 a night to like every once in a while be an escort to like a businessman or something. Like, I don't know why you think I'm like this like also, evil, dirty person. Right. It's part of their relationship.
And I think it's also funny for him to have any sort of like moral judgments on what somebody's doing for a living.
For money.
Like, you're like, dude, really? You're in this club every single night, it seems, because the way that you and Mads act after you make the deal and get some of the money is like you just act like degenerates and get drunk, and that seems to be what you do every time that you have the chance to do it. And so to have any type of judgment on the girls that are working there, and one that is legitimately interested in you as a total loser, is
he's such a bozo.
It's pretty wild. So I